York's classic rock, Q1043.
Okay, it's 8:12 here at Q104.3, and you are about to be the first people on Earth to hear about the lineup for Love Rocks NYC at the Beacon Theater on March 7th. And we have with us Greg Williamson and Nicole Rector, two of the three executive producers of Love Rocks NYC. Our friend John Barbados is the third. And there is some major participation by Bloomberg Philanthropies.
They've done a 4-year sponsorship. So they're an incredible partner, a huge supporter of New York City, and we're blessed to have them involved with God's Love and Love Rocks.
Well, God's Love We Deliver has been the recipient from the proceeds that these concerts have earned to the tune of $30 million, something like that.
$30 million.
8 years, $30 million, 3.5 million meals funded. It's just an amazing thing. It's the gift that keeps on giving for us in New York City and all the artists that get to play the event.
Well, just for our friends who might be unfamiliar with God's Love We Deliver, why don't you just fill them in on the important work that they do? Most people know, but some people don't know.
Happy to do that, since a lot of people think I work for God's Love. They cook and home deliver 4 million meals a year. They're medically tailored meals. That means that they individually custom tailor the meals based on your illness. All meals are free of charge. There's never a wait list. They feed the caregivers of the patients. They are the only ones in New York City doing what they do, and they're one of the best in the country. They're truly the model for what they do. And they've been doing this since 1985. They started feeding people in the AIDS pandemic, and today they feed people with over 200 different life-altering illnesses.
And
I thought he worked there. I thought he was the mac and cheese guy.
no, and
People tend to think that.
and as our boss, Big E, will testify, they have the best brownies on earth.
Biggie is on the board. So is Tom Pullman, and you guys obviously have been a partner with us since the beginning. So when we're with iHeart, we feel like we're with the family.
Well, Nicole, you are a professional producer of concerts and events.
Yes, I am.
And this is a rather unusual event in that you actually have to reach out to a whole bunch of different artists. It's not like, oh, you get one or two to come in and headline. I mean, this is a star-studded, almost festival-sized event. You know, like a whole festival in one performance at the theater on one night.
Yes, it is. So how it works is Greg and John go out there fishing, and when they come up with the amazing lineup, they turn it over to me to manage it all.
Mm-hmm.
It's true. We always say that John and I are kind of the front people, and she's the bass and drums and the entire rhythm section of this thing. She keeps it going because there's so much logistics involved with this, with so many artists. And Nicole does an incredible job. And, you know, John and I are always out there, as Nicole said, fishing because these artists get a lot of asks. And,
Sure,
you
they
know,
do.
you know,
And many of them have
their own charities.
And booking difficulties, you know, for
A
dates.
lot of,
I mean,
lot of commitments.
you know,
Yeah.
if you want someone here in New York City and they're in San Diego, California on the 6th of March and you want them here on the 7th of March,
Totally.
I mean, it's a logistical problem, but you seem to be able to overcome that year after year after year.
We overcome it. This is an amazing labor of love, and it's all for an incredible cause and just an extraordinary night.
Not for the faint of heart.
Now,
Definitely not.
Now, this year's show will be hosted by Conan O'Brien and Tracy Morgan and Jim Gaffigan.
I think we could stop there.
Right.
I mean, really, we could just have a comedy show this year.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, but then we have the offstage announcer, Ken Dashow,
Wouldn't be a show without him.
and
Bring it back to iHeart, please.
and an incredible musical lineup. So are you ready to reveal it to the world?
We are happy to. I mean, this year it's really, I feel like, our most interesting and contemporary year, and we have multiple headliners. We are honored and thrilled to have the Black Keys, Hozier, Nile Rodgers, Tom Morello, Don Felder from the Eagles, Bettye Lavette, Joss Stone, recent Grammy winner Allison Russell, Emily King, our friend Marcus King, Lucius, Larkin Poe, who just won a Grammy, Trombone Shorty, Luke Spiller from the Struts, Quinn Sullivan, and it wouldn't be a show without Bernie Williams.
Who is an absolutely awesome guitarist.
Incredible.
I mean, there's just not a lot of guys out there who are either actors or athletes who double as musicians and are also truly amazing musicians.
Oh, I know.
And Bernie is that man.
And Will Lee will be the band leader.
He's more than the band leader. I mean, he is the guy spends months and months preparing for this thing, and he makes everybody feel part of the family. Everybody leaves their ego at the door with this thing, and Will is just, he's part of the fabric of this thing. He's assembled the band of all bands, and they basically come back every year. And when you have guys like Steve Gadd putting this on their calendar, 10 months in advance, and Larry Campbell, it's an amazing thing that they do that for a charity event.
And, of course, at this charity event, people will be at the historic Beacon Theater. And it's just one of the most beautiful theaters.
It's a temple.
Yes.
We really pack them in there that night.
Yeah.
Now, how do people get tickets? When will they be available?
Tickets will be available starting tomorrow for the pre-sale. You can sign up at LoveRocksNYC.com to get the pre-sale code. They go on sale tomorrow, Thursday at 10 a.m., and then to the public at 10 a.m. on Friday.
And they sell out quickly, don't they?
Very quickly.
That's the only downside of the Beacon, is that this goes very quickly, sometimes in about 5 minutes. But, if you're lucky enough to get a ticket, and we suggest you get on way before it goes on sale, be ready at your computers, you're going to get your money's worth.
Well, it's such an intimate venue. Yes, it's a big theater, but it's intimate.
It is.
And there isn't a bad seat.
Not a bad seat.
Anywhere.
Just to be in the house that night is very special.
Yeah, and people who have been there in past years,
oh boy.
I mean, it's a hall of fame.
Well, when we talk about going fishing for the artist, part of the problem with fishing is that we've caught a lot of them already.
But to take a look at the list of people who have donated their time and talent to this incredible cause.
It's an unbelievable thing.
I mean, Keith Richards.
Twice.
John Bon Jovi, who steps up a lot.
He does.
Dave Matthews, Robert Plant, James Taylor. There's another one who steps up a lot.
Jackson Brown.
Yeah, Joe Walsh, Emmylou Harris, Mavis Staples, Melissa Etheridge.
Billy F. Gibbons.
Oh, yes, the Reverend.
Oh, he was so good.
The Reverend Billy F. Gibbons.
We miss the Reverend.
Yeah. But that's just a small sample of some of the names that have graced
Sheryl Crow.
the stage in the past. So tickets go on sale. Let's go through that again because it was a little complicated.
Okay, tickets go on sale, pre-sale tomorrow, Thursday at 10 a.m. Sign up at LoveRocksNYC.com.
So you can sign up.
You can sign up to get the pre-sale code.
Okay, and you can do that starting tomorrow at
right
10,
now.
or you can do it right now.
You can do it right now. They will email you the code, and the tickets go on sale tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Okay, that's what I needed to know.
You can sign up right now. Go to LoveRocksNYC.com and sign up for the pre-sale code.
Okay.
Right now.
And
Right now.
Yeah,
Do
do
it
it
now.
now.
Immediately.
Do it now. And
Immediately.
Then what is left will go on sale to the general public.
10 a.m. on Friday.
Okay. All
Jim,
right.
I also want to say, as you know, this thing takes a village to put on. And besides my two partners, John and Nicole, we have an incredible board that helps us. But it really is the sponsors that allow us to do this. And Bloomberg Philanthropies, again, is the presenting sponsor. The RJKB Charitable Family Foundation, the Secunda Family Foundation, Ernst & Young, J.T. Megan, Samuel and Dina Lombardo Foundation, the Campbell Rubicki Foundation, DK Display Corp., Daily Provisions, Gramercy Tavern, Shake Shack, Villa One, RWE Partners, and the incredible official media sponsor of iHeartMedia, Wall Street Journal. I have to say it, Q104.3, the family within iHeart. None of this is, and Condé Nast, none of it is possible, and they step up year after year. And the fact that we can raise this money feed people who are sick, and do it through the power of music is an incredible blessing.
And you have to go fishing for those people, too.
That's a major fishing.
Yeah, not just the artists.
Yeah.
Not just the artists. I mean, that takes a lot of time.
Well, what I'll say is a lot of people don't like to take my calls, but it's okay. I keep calling back.
That he does.
Okay, so the 8th annual Love Rocks NYC benefit concert, God's Love We Deliver, Beacon Theater, Thursday, March 7th. One more time. Nicole, go through that talent lineup.
Talent lineup. We've got the Black Keys, Hozier, Nile Rodgers, Tom Morello, Don Felder, Bettye Lavette, Joss Stone, Allison Russell, Emily King, Marcus King, Lucius, Larkin Poe, Trombone Shorty, Luke Spiller, Quinn Sullivan, and Bernie Williams.
And it'll be hosted by
Tracy Morgan, Conan O'Brien, Jim Gaffigan, and there's another guy who shows up every year who may show up again.
Yeah, he generally shows up, but
He's our secret host.
yeah, but you can't really.
You usually
say.
find him behind the stage, behind a speaker, playing bongos with Pedrito Martinez. His name is Bill Murray.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I walked in one time and he was just playing. I just walked in and that was the one light on the stage was Bill Murray playing bongos.
so Greg Williamson. Oh, how's the real estate world? Do you have time to even work anymore with
I'll say is
all of your charitable activities?
I do a lot more work that I don't get paid for than I do the work that I get paid for. The market is coming back in New York. It's not as strong as South Florida, but we're roaring back from the pandemic.
Okay, Greg Williamson with us and Nicole Rector. Thank you both for your annual visit to unveil the plans.
We thank you for your support
for the
Thank you,
show.
Tim.
Love Rocks NYC, Beacon Theater. Sign up today on the website.
Do it now. I don't even see
Otherwise, they start calling and complaining to us. The website is loverocksnyc.com.
New York's classic rock, Q1043.